Today's customers need to connect the decision makers in their organization with data and insights found within their ERP system. To accomplish this, data can be extended throughout a company by leveraging the link between Microsoft Office SharePoint and Microsoft Dynamics GP. This demonstration shows how partners can leverage the power of SharePoint and Microsoft Dynamics GP to deliver rapidly customized solutions that meet specific customer needs. In this vision demo, a Microsoft Dynamics GP customer wants to better manage the request for proposals, RFPs, they are submitting to their vendors. Their primary goals are to increase the consistency and quality of their RFPs and better track the progress of each RFP as it is created, submitted, and received. To do this, we've created document libraries within SharePoint that will allow us to create new RFPs, as well as track the progress of the submitted RFPs by using a form customized for our needs. We'll start by creating an RFP for additional computer hardware and network infrastructure that our company requires. We've created an area within SharePoint to create and track our RFP documents. We'll start by creating a new RFP based on a template we've saved in the SharePoint library. SharePoint provides the user with a template RFP. The use of templates can help the company maintain consistency and quality in the RFPs they send to vendors. Now we'll paste in the pertinent details of our RFP and save the document. Rather than save the RFP to an individual hard drive, we'll save it to the RFP template library in SharePoint. That way, any user in the organization with proper security access can view the details of the RFP as needed. Now that the RFP has been created, we want to track its progress through the RFP lifecycle. To do this, we'll use an info path form that connects our RFP record to our vendor list in Microsoft Dynamics GP. We'll start by completing a new form to track this RFP. We'll fill in some basic details about the RFP. Now we select which vendor has received the RFP. Here you see a complete list of vendors taken directly from Microsoft Dynamics GP. As new vendors are added or updated, this list will be updated automatically. We can also enter comments that will appear on the vendor record back in Microsoft Dynamics GP. This will help other employees know that an active RFP is on file for this vendor. Now we'll transmit the comment to Microsoft Dynamics GP. We'll finish by selecting a status for the RFP and attaching the original RFP document to the tracking form. We can browse directly to the SharePoint library where we saved the RFP document. Now that we've finished entering the details on the RFP tracking form, we'll save and close the form. Now we see both the original RFP document and the RFP tracking form. Let's fast forward a few days now. The vendor has completed the RFP and sent it back to our company. The next step is to review the RFP and update the tracking system with our decision. Let's start with the email from the vendor. Alicia, the purchasing agent, receives the RFP. Next, she will post the RFP to the system. The first step is to open the RFP and save it to the SharePoint site. Alicia saves the document to the same library where the original RFP document is stored. This ensures a complete audit trail of all documents sent to and from the vendor regarding this RFP. Alicia's next step is to update the RFP tracking system with the latest status of the RFP. To help her more easily find the RFP tracking form, Alicia uses the link between Microsoft Dynamics GP and Microsoft Office SharePoint. From her email, a smart tag in the body of the email recognizes Advanced Office Systems as a record within Dynamics GP. Using the smart tag, Alicia can look up additional details about the record with just a few clicks. Alicia opens the vendor maintenance window. Alicia clicks the Internet Information window associated with the customer address. Here she sees a link to the RFP tracking form in SharePoint. We'll drill down into this link to open the form. Alicia can now update the RFP tracking form and the RFP comment to reflect the new status of the RFP for this vendor. With one click, Alicia sends a new comment back to Dynamics GP so her colleagues are aware of the change in RFP status. Next, Alicia updates the RFP status. Lastly, Alicia attaches the RFP response to the tracking form to complete the audit trail for this process. With all fields complete, she saves and closes the form. As a final step, let's review the vendor's record in Microsoft Dynamics GP. The comment Alicia entered appears on the vendor's record. The link between Microsoft Dynamics GP and Microsoft Office SharePoint helps employees stay better informed about the status of RFPs and helps ensure quality and consistency throughout the RFP process. This demonstration shows partners can leverage the power of SharePoint and Microsoft Dynamics GP to deliver rapidly customized solutions that meet specific customer requirements. Customers gain value through increased productivity and business insight, saving time and money on critical business activities.